Hello Steve, hi, how are you? I know this video has been late for a couple weeks. Thanks for your waiting, thanks for your patience. I'm so sorry that I made this video such a late. However, I want to make sure that I make this video right. And as you see, I set up my little outdoor range so that I can give you better video for you to keep for whenever. So okay. Last lesson we worked on our driver. Okay, and when we saw a launch monitor, there are a few things we have to really concentrate. First thing, angle of attack. As you know, we want to be positive. Okay, the launch angle of the ball needs to be positive, which means the club has to hit the ball when it's coming up. So when the ball hits the club, it has to be ascending. When it hit the, it has to be ascending rather than descending. Okay, it's gonna create less ball spin, and also it's gonna create a much better descent angle as we saw. Now, there are a couple of things we had to do that in order to make that happen. Now, first thing was that we had to make sure that our ball was sitting left on our right shoulder for your case. For example, as you know, the club, the ball, the lowest point of the club is when the club meets straight line with your left right shoulder, for your instance. Now, when after that, the club's gonna go up. So if we put the ball, for example, if we put the ball on the inside of right shoulder, so we're gonna hit more like chance that we're gonna hit the ball and when the club is descending. Now, if with the ball outside right shoulder, there's more chance that we're gonna hit the ball when it's ascending. Now, it has nothing to do with the ball position in relation to your foot between your stance, because if you're, for example, if your ball is out in the middle, but your shoulder is leaning more towards the left, that means you can still hit up on the ball, even though the ball's more towards your left foot. Now, so I don't like to go by where the ball is in relation to your foot or your stance. I like to go by the relation to your shoulder, because the club is moving around your right shoulder socket. Okay, it's not. So whenever that right shoulder is placed, that's how the club's gonna move, right? So that's another thing we talked about is our head position. So we want to make sure that our head stays behind the ball as we hit. So at address, what we did was we kind of added our tilt. So before you were more straight, we added our tilt so that when we hit, we'll be able to hit more up on it. You know, so for you, when we look at the launch monitor data, the three things changed when we made the changes. First thing was we decreased the spin rate. Okay. Also, we decreased the descending the launch, descending angle of the ball. So not only even though the club head speed didn't change, you notice the ball had more roll, and then the carry distance was a little further because less spin on the ball, and also the total distance was changed as well, about 30 yards. Okay, just changing your angle of attack, also the spin rate. So what I want you to focus on, Steve, is the couple things here. So when you practice, I want you to make sure, I want you to do this a lot. You know, I want you to stand up like this, and I want you to push your hips slightly to your right here, slide to your right, and then keeping your head where it is, spin your right. What that's gonna do is your spine tilt will be more toward left. Now, what you're gonna feel is you're gonna feel stretch on your right side here, and then you're gonna feel a little cramping here on your left. It's because you're not used to train that way. So I want you to keep feeling. So here's the drill. What I want you to do. I want you to put the club like this, hold it. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna keep the head where the head is, From there, I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Not this way, okay? That's what happens when you, as you notice, when we took a video, that's what happens. We move forward as we hit. We move forward as we hit. So to train that, this is what we gotta do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Do that. And then third thing is, I want you to realize when you grip it, make sure we don't close it. So what happens if we lower our left shoulder, what happens is a lot of tendencies that your right shoulder will be like this. So it'll be more, it'll be like it's closed. That's what happens. That's what I see. So make sure your shoulder still maintains open slightly, and then drop, rather than closing and drop. Okay. So those things that you need to watch out when you practice. Now, and also make sure that we do not move sideways, which means make sure when we hit the ball, make sure our head and everything stays behind as we hit. Now, rather than move forward as we hit. Okay, so backswing, stay behind right here. Move your hip and stay behind and hit as you go. And boom. Okay, so I know you made dramatic changes. I know the feel isn't quite there yet, but more you practice, I'm sure you'll get it. Okay, so obviously I cannot hit the ball with because I don't have a left club, but thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful July 4th, and I'm always here with you. So please, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me or call me. The more you bother me, I'm more happier I get. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.